Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining us for the Trippy Underground. We got a chill Grand Theft Auto 5 live stream for you. I'm RJ. We do have a special guest as well. Join up is Mittens. What's up? What's going on? My name is Mittens.
Oh, I'm doing good, Trippy. Appreciate you having me on, man.
Let me check out the sound levels, make sure everything's doing good. Hopefully everything sounds good on your end, guys. Thanks again for joining us late night. Hold on one second, just checking everything out, guys, and I'll give some live stream shout outs. Mittens is one of... Oh no! We're getting arrested. Let's run. Activate God mode. Mittens is an extremely well-respected member of our GTA Chiliad Mystery community. And he really has had my back. You guys have probably seen him in the live stream chat. So I'm a huge fan of his. Great to finally have him here on the channel. And I figured Mittens, the Trippy Underground live stream, that seems like a perfect place for you to make your Trippy debut. Whoa.
Oh yeah, man, for sure.
Thanks again for everybody joining up. I see Fearless. Fearless is in the live stream saying Mittens is a savage. He knows you too well. Johnny Reyes. Doug Pleasance, ZR, I'm going to give up on that one. Spazza Dazza, Trippy Blood Dragon, of course. Thanks to all of you guys for chilling with us here late night. Pretty late here on the East Coast. Now, Mittens is actually in Canada himself. Mittens, it must feel like Siberia up where you're at right now.
Oh yeah, man, we got the, we're hiding in the igloos, we got our mittens on, hunting polar bear, just doing what Canadians do.
Yeah, right. Matt Willis joined up, Cranbox the Great. A lot of people showing you love Mittens. As I mentioned, guys, I really wanted to show Mittens love myself, as he's been just a really good member of the community, not only with his own theories and stuff, but he's extremely knowledgeable. So show him love yourselves, guys. As that's what makes the community so strong. Guys like him who have a huge knowledge of the complete series. So Mittens, when it comes to the Grand Theft Auto series itself, where do you come from? How many of the games have you played?
Well, the first Grand Theft Auto I actually played was GTA 3, and my mom's boyfriend at the time rented it, and I wasn't supposed to play it, but of course I got my hands on it. Yeah. And I was just hooked ever since, man. Like, being able to drive around and do all that crazy stuff at once was just, like, completely mind-blowing for me. So I played everything from 3 after, except, like, Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories. So I have a good idea of what Rockstar is trying to portray in their games.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much to the T, just like Mittens there. Hold on, I'm going to turn down the game audio a little bit. I don't want the siren to be too loud for you guys. But, yeah, I mean, I started off with Grand Theft Auto. I started off with Vice City myself. But I will admit, for as much as I love Vice City, I got GTA 3 on the PC, where that game it really stood out. The graphics were extremely good for the time. And then that all turned into San Andreas, which was absolutely mind-blowing. Did you beat San Andreas, Mittens?
Oh, yeah, I've beat it a couple of times.
Alright, so then where are you coming from with the best GTA game of all time?
Oh man, that's a hard one. You put me on the spot.
It is. I mean, they're all good in their own aspect. I mean, I was playing GTA 4 the other day. Even that game's a damn masterpiece.
That game is totally underrated. A lot of people say they didn't like it because of the driving physics and there was a lack of things to do, but I thought that game was amazing. I would definitely probably say
in Finland. Sorry to interrupt you, Mittens.
No worries, man. I'd definitely say GTA 5 is probably my favorite because of Trevor, man. Like, he sold that game for me. As soon as I saw him in the trailer there, I was just like, I need to play as this guy. And he's Canadian, and I'm Canadian, and he used to be a pilot. I used to be an air cadet, so
oh hell yeah,
he totally sold it for me.
Shout out to Doug Pleasance saying he started on the top-down versions. Wow. Very nice, man. Very impressive going way back. So, San Andreas, you gotta admit, though, it really took the series to a whole nother level. The way it added all these new environments, we'd never seen anything like that. It was like going on mountains for a GTA game, completely mind-blowing. And also, that game really started the whole mystery aspect. There was some mysterious aspects to GTA Vice City, but in San Andreas, you're talking about UFOs, and there was a Bigfoot mystery that went unsolved. The last episode we put out here at the channel, we showed off how that mystery was eventually kind of ended in Red Dead Redemption. So now fast forward here to Grand Theft Auto 5, there's a huge mystery that goes unsolved, and Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out next year. So unfortunately, it's a possibility because these game worlds are linked. It's actually a possibility that they might do the same damn thing again. Did you get a chance to beat Red Dead Redemption, the original game?
Oh yeah, I played through that, and the story mode in that game is amazing. I don't want to spoil the ending in case somebody hasn't played it yet, but how they ended the game was a complete mind blowing experience for me.
Yeah, you're right. It was, and it's one of those games that just keeps on getting better and better. That's why I think Red Dead Redemption 2 are really in for a treat, man. It's going to be pretty amazing, and considering the game worlds are connected, like I said, we could probably expect for some GTA 5 connections. There's probably going to be a huge Red Dead Redemption online mode, and I'm wondering if we'll be able to use like a Cowboy Trevor or Franklin. I have a feeling they're probably going to integrate some stuff like that. Shout out to Will Warren, showing love to Mittens, Matt Willis, Cabby Crown. Hopefully I got your name right. We do have to make a moderator for the stream here, Mittens. We got to hook someone up so they can make sure to guard us from the trolls. Mysterious Animator X, that's a tight name. Survivor Blade, asking for the face reveal, Mittens. When are you going to hit us with the face reveal?
Not anytime soon, guys, so keep your fingers crossed.
Maybe the Trippy Comms face reveal will be live from Canada with Mittens. It's going to be a double whammy for everybody. Herp Derp saying, thanks, RJ, I was bored as fuck. Hey, you guys have entered the Trippy Underground, so this is not just your normal live stream, you know, it's underground. So another thing you guys definitely have to subscribe to Mittens for, of course, is he is a massive theorist, we'll call him, on the Chiliad Mystery. So, you know, let's just start off with the jetpack itself. Mittens, do you think there's still a chance that the jetpack is in the game?
Well, that's definitely more than a possibility. I mean, at this point, a lot of the players are gunning for a jetpack. That's why they want to solve the Chiliad Mystery. But I think people get so caught up in the fact that there could possibly be a jetpack, they forget about the egg and the UFO that's also on the mural. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why, but I just have this instinct, like this impression from the game that they would give us a UFO. It'd be like in Grand Theft Auto 3, everybody loved getting in a tank and just going through the city and blowing everybody up and just being completely untouchable. And a UFO could be, you know, that tank in Grand Theft Auto 5. We could have like some type of laser beam, and you can fly around like the jet. It'd be the perfect combination of a tank and a jet, you know what I mean? Being able to just shoot a laser beam down towards cars that are passing below you and blow them up. But getting back to the jetpack, I've been hesitant recently because I'm thinking more towards UFO. Mm-hmm. But I mean, we have every reason to believe that there could be a jetpack and a UFO. There's equal evidence for both theories there. So for sure, definitely think there's something out there for sure. I would assume there's a jetpack.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with pretty much everything you said there more. You know, especially where you said how people lose sight that the jetpack isn't even the core part of the mural. It's what we all want most. But you still have to think about the egg and the UFO. And I really agree with you that the UFO, that really would make a lot of sense for them to make it drivable. Most likely the one that flies over Fort Zancudo there. So I totally agree. And I would love to see a drivable UFO, maybe just as much as a UFO, or I should say a jetpack, because keep in mind, if we don't get a jetpack in this game, you can totally expect it to come in Grand Theft Auto 6. Rockstar hears us, and it'll come at some point. So patience is a virtue. Solving the Chiliad Mystery, even though we hope it turns into a jetpack, is still the most important part. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get a jetpack even though it's on the damn mural for whatever reason. What happened when you first came across, the whole mural and also the hidden jetpack at the altruist camp? Did you come across that yourself?
Well, how I found out about the mural was I finished a mission, I think maybe in online, or it could be single player, but it was over by the U-Tool building there, and I saw this writing in the sand that had like the UFO and like some arrows pointing towards like the hippie camp and stuff. So I checked it out and I was really interested in it, and then slowly I started researching more and more, and I find out, oh my god, there's UFOs in the game, and I find the mural, and all these things just hit me like a ton of bricks, and ever since then I was just hooked, man. Like, I love Grand Theft Auto and I love me a good mystery, so it's match made in heaven.
Antoine Jackson saying, who wants to know how to find the jetpack? Please enlighten us, Antoine. We would love to know. Trippy Claude, Fatty TV. That's a good one right there. Fatty TV. Brian M saying, I think there still is a jetpack. Trig Josh. Everybody joining up on a Saturday night. Once again, thank you guys for joining up. This is our Saturday night. I guess maybe early Sunday morning for some of you guys. Trippy Underground live stream. So make sure to watch out for more Trippy Underground live streams. I know a lot of you guys are in Europe. Let us know where you are. I saw some of you guys in Finland. So this is almost kind of our love letter, I'd say, to some of you Europeans and Asians. For those of you in New Zealand, you got Trippy Mittens representing out of Canada, and I'm in Florida in the U.S. So it's just epic and really humbling to be with you guys across the world. I saw Matt Willis with a pretty interesting message saying possible voice reveal coming. Hopefully we'll get that, Matt. But yeah, man, I'm totally with you, Mittens. Hopefully we can get the jetpack. It's one of those things where it seems impossible. With all these data miners, it just seems like somebody would have found something. But I've talked to some people that are extremely good at going through the game code and whatnot, and even they think that there's still a possibility of a jetpack somehow. There's encrypted information, and there's even files that to this day go completely unanswered. One thing that's always interested me is, how there's still animal like files and data that kind of lead us to believe that even more animals are possible, perhaps even like beasts of the ocean or whatever. Now, Mittens, you just switched over to the PC edition of GTA 5. I know you're working on getting that up and running. So, hey, maybe that'll kind of open up a whole new end of the mystery for you,
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I've always kind of been the classic, search end game kind of guy, because I find that to be more interesting and more suspenseful. But definitely gonna mess around with some things. I'm one of those mystery hunters who is very hesitant on entering cheats or modding the game. I've never modded the game before, but when it came to cheats, like I never touched cheats in GTA 5 simply because I was so afraid it was going to possibly deny me of something. But definitely going to be a new experience for me. We're going to have a good time. We're going to do a bunch of stuff we wouldn't be able to do on the console. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, make sure you guys hit up Mittens' channel. My name is Mittens here on YouTube, and I'll make sure to put a link in the description for those of you guys watching after the stream. If you guys are watching now and you need a link, just make sure to maybe hit me up on Twitter. We'll, of course, hit you up with the link so that way you guys can get with him, because he has some pretty much must-see Chiliad Mystery and Grand Theft Auto 5 videos on his channel. Great production value and, good commentary. So definitely show him love and check him out. But that said, we're definitely working towards solving the Chiliad Mystery. We got Mittens now picking up the PC edition. So I think that's pretty epic. Obviously, you guys are going to want to check out what he has going on over there. I know you're pretty much figuring out the final, the final steps to putting together the beast machine over there. So, yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Shout out to StuntBoys925. Bunch of people joining up. Mittens getting crazy in the chat there. Hopefully everybody simmers down. You know what I'm going to do? I might regret this, but I'm going to give moderator powers to the one and only Trippy Blood Dragon. So Blood Dragon, I don't know if you want to be the moderator, but you're now watching everybody's back. You're now in charge of the live stream chat there. So everybody, make sure to show love to the Blood Dragon. So here we are in front of the mural here. A lot going on here. You have the lightning bolts. That proves that it has to be, I don't know, like, because you think of that as a link towards the whole rainy weather here on top of the mountain, where it has to be raining in order for the UFO to show up, but it doesn't have to technically be thundery, as they call it. It doesn't have to be lightning outside. And plus, like you were saying, not only do you have the jetpack, but the UFO and the egg. What about, did you ever play Destroy All Humans, Vince?
Nah, that was one of those games on PlayStation 2 I just never got my hands on, but man, that looked like a lot of fun.
I mean, that's where I'm coming from as far as, like, the obvious connection to flying a UFO in an open world game. Why cannot, they can just simply do the same thing that game did, and we'd be able to destroy everything with a damn UFO. Seems to be perfect. Did you see the egg in Vice City, the secret hidden egg?
Oh yeah, the one on the helipad. Yeah, I'm very familiar with that egg.
I mean, man, you guys are crazy in the chat there. I mean, that's what I got when I saw this egg for the first time. Pretty much, I think that, that's the main thing that it seems to be showing off, which is a massive hidden Easter egg. I don't know what else it means. We have found, I think, the exact same symbol hidden away in that Illuminati mural in Los Santos. Any other things that you're theorizing when it comes to the egg itself at this time, Ins?
I did a video a while back, and it was kind of talking about the egg. I have many theories, and I'm sure everybody has a ton of theories, but the theory I was going with most recently was I was trying to look at the mural without getting too deep, just kind of taking it for what it is and not getting caught up with crazy in-depth detail. And I did some research into the city just below Mount Chiliad with the chicken factory.
Paleto Bay?
Paleto Bay, yes. I haven't played in a couple days, so my mind's a little off. And so I started doing some research there, and it's crazy how many eggs are in Paleto Bay. Like, basically what funds that small city there is that Clucking Bell chicken factory. And I looked into director mode, and you can play as a chicken when you pick up a peyote, but it's not a chicken, it's actually a hen. And a hen is a female chicken, and hens lay eggs. So I really started getting into that theory, and I actually had some very useful tips from the community, which is why I love making videos, because a lot of my viewers find things I would never find. And he actually sent me a video of him doing the Paleto Bay heist in single player, and he's going through the factory, and all the boxes in the factory have a cracked egg on them. And I've been saving this. I haven't posted it yet or done a follow-up video. So that kind of blew my mind.
Damn, that's amazing. Obviously, when it comes to Paleto Bay, like you said, eggs are everywhere. It's all about the chicken factory. I know you guys were asking about the cracked egg in the live stream chat. We do have to point out, guys, before we head down to Paleto Bay, that there's another extremely legit cracked egg symbol at the top of the mountain here, and this is another definitive cracked egg. It's one of those things where there's not one specific cracked egg symbol, but there's a bunch of them that correlate to that same exact symbol shown off on the mountain. So we'll check that out. Just have to fly up a little bit higher. But also, guys, Mittens is hopefully going to be doing some live streaming here on YouTube. He live streams over there on Twitch. So if you guys, show him enough love and maybe hit him up on Twitter and persuade him, hopefully we can get him to do some live streams over here on the YouTube side as well. Trippy Blood Dragon, very powerful at the moment. But yeah, this is the egg that I was talking about here, Mittens. You can see this trail. It is called the Old Man's Crack. In the way that it zigzags down, in the exact same way as the egg, of course, from the Chiliad Mystery mural. And it kind of makes sense to what you were saying. You know, how Paleto Bay, it's all kind of funded by the egg, by chicken eggs, right? And this, the old man's crack, this trail, which makes up the same crack that shows up on the egg, you can see it, it makes up basically a massive egg, guys. But that trail creates the crack, it's very distinct, and that trail basically leads right towards Paleto Bay. So it'll be interesting to see what you're, you know, when you actually come out with the full-length episode on your channel, you know, where it all leads to. But I mean, what the hell? Paleto Bay, you know what I mean? We've had so many trails that lead here, but in the end, it's hard to know what to do next when it comes to this city, right?
Yeah, I mean, of course, that's the question. We get a bunch of leads, but we only get more questions with those leads. And I mean, for the most part, you know, Rockstar's been kind of giving us hints, and I really think with the DLCs and the murder mystery and the Bigfoot Easter egg, those are definitely tools to keep in your tool belt, because they're mini mysteries, and they could very well, the skills you learn in those mysteries could very well help us solving the bigger goal here, which is the Chiliad Mystery. And the thing that really, like, gets me going is, like I said, we get more questions from all the leads we come through, and 90% of the Easter eggs in the game, or I shouldn't say 90%, a fair amount of the Easter eggs in the game are from, you know, kind of Blaine County north. Not a lot of stuff is going on in the city. There's still stuff going on, but when it comes to, you know, Bigfoot and UFOs, everything's pushed up towards the top of the map. And I think they really implemented that to encourage players to go and explore the countryside, because a lot of people don't want to go all the way out there because there's not as much going on as there is in the city. So definitely keep your eyes open and look everywhere, guys, because there's stuff in this game that will blow your mind if you take some time and look around.
Yeah, I think that's a huge point that you made there, how everybody thinks of Los Santos as being the major city in the game. But when you think about it, there's another major city that goes a lot less kind of talked about, you know, and that city is Paleto Bay. This is a full working city, just like Los Santos. It's not nearly as big, obviously. It's much smaller, but that doesn't mean it's still not a full working city. I don't know about you guys. You know, I live close to a huge city, but I really live in a tiny city right next door to the big city. And the tiny city that I live in is a lot like Paleto Bay. And this whole town, as Mitten said, kind of runs off of this gigantic factory. So maybe there's something more to the factory itself. It's connected to the train yard. There's a lot that could be said here. And just to kind of briefly overview some of the major, you know, the major connections to the mural that stick out in your face when you drive into Paleto Bay. You can see this clock, and it is made up of eggs. So can that be correlated to the eggs found there on the Chiliad Mystery mural where we just were? And there's, of course, more symbols than that. And even to add more, you do have the crazy-ass structure on the top of the mountains up there, and the hills, I should say, in the islands. That's all signified quite a bit in the mystery with the Infinite 8 killers. There's dead bodies up there. I mean, we can go for quite a while. So, you know how it is. So, Mittens, you know, just to kind of finish off on the whole cracked egg, I think at this point, it seems like we're linking it up to Paleto Bay. Do you think that the whole egg itself, I know there's some connections to the maze bank, do you think maybe that whole cracked egg symbol, do you think it's really pointing towards Paleto Bay for the most part?
Yeah, like, for sure. I mean, I drove around Paleto Bay for a couple hours while I was researching that video, and I mean, it's crazy. The bank that you rob in the heist there has a lot of mentions about eggs, and we get this hidden dialogue that was found in the game files. I'm not exactly sure if it was from Kyle P. Slater or Omega. My mind's kind of jumbled right now, but they did mention the chicken festival in this hidden dialogue, and this was just like a couple days after I had done extensive research on Paleto Bay, and that just kind of secured it for me. I was like, there's something going on in Paleto Bay. So I definitely think, as of right now, that the egg could definitely reference Paleto Bay. But it's open to interpretation, just like everything in the mystery. Nobody's right and nobody's wrong.
Absolutely, guys. Let us know what theories you have. Of course, there's a ton of people joining up right now. I hope everybody's doing good on a Saturday night. Really appreciate all of you guys for hanging out. Renee Franklin is joining up. Renee, I hope you're doing good. 4 minutes till 2 a.m. where you're at. Yeah, it's about to be 3 a.m. Trippy Drew joining up. We got A-Hole in the house. He's been asking for a shout-out. We got to give it to him. Trippy Pineapple. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, boy. It looks like the Blood Dragon has just timed out Fearless. This is what I was afraid of. Mittens, I told you we shouldn't make Blood Dragon the mod. You know, it was your idea. So
you got to give everybody a sword to slay the dragon, man. Can't be the other way around.
Oh, man. Trippy Blood Dragon. Jeez. Alright. Blood Dragon, you know how much we love you. We'll switch it off, but you did a valiant effort as the moderator for the first time. That was quite amazing. Let me take off a couple other people that are on here as well. But keep in mind, like Mitten said, of course, we are right here in the what is it, the Chicken Festival or whatever. I'm not sure if we're too early or too late. There is some code to think that, you know, maybe it is indeed legit. So there's definitely some theories that can be said about this place. Hold on, guys, just updating some stuff here. All right, the new moderator, we're going to hook up our boy Will Warren. Will, really appreciate you, man. We obviously greatly appreciate all of your comments. So just do us a favor and represent the community here by moderating. And thanks again to everybody joining up. Hopefully we get some theories on the whole chicken cracked egg thing. And like I said, I'm really interested to see what you have coming up with your video on that in the future. You are currently trying to perfect the Beast machine or your PC version of GTA 5. So hopefully, you know, that gets done sooner rather than later. What does this say? Bell Farms. Man, it's crazy. You have this gigantic factory here. Clearly, Rockstar is pointing out something with all this. And one thing we have to try, live here on the stream here, Mittens. This is going to be exclusive for everybody in the Trippy Underground. I'm going to turn up the game audio a little bit for you guys. I'm turn up a lot, actually. You have this cone on top of the chicken here, Mittens. Don't you find this cone a little bit unusual on top of the statue?
Yeah, I talked about it in my video. I still got some more stuff that I have to get together and do a second episode to it to kind of conclude it. But this is like a tradition in Scotland. I forget exactly why they do this, but they put a pylon on top of different statues' heads. And it's supposed to represent something like anarchy or something along those lines. But I've seen people shoot it, and then they hear a rooster cluck after they shoot it. Personally, I didn't shoot it. When I heard the rooster, like the really loud rooster sound, it's very distinctive. It's not like average sound that you would hear while you're at the factory. But it's pretty cool because they did this in Grand Theft Auto 3 as well. There was a statue that had a pylon or a pylon on top of it. So a classic Rockstar joke, to say the least.
Matt Willis is saying that the orange cones signify something important is nearby. Will Warren saying that he likes chicken. I'm with Will Warren. I could really go for some fried chicken right about now. Shout out to Zero Zayat, Mysterious Animator X. Really appreciate all your comments saying maybe the jetpack is somewhere in the strip club. That would be hilarious. I agree. And Stunt Boys 925 joining up saying he's hungry at 2 a.m. So let's go ahead and shoot this thing. We'll see if we can get a sound effect here, guys. Listen closely. In fact, maybe we should save it here just in case. I'm not sure if there's a certain time. Alright. Fire in the hole. I didn't hear anything. We'll reload it. Let me know if you guys hear anything. I have the audio blasting for you guys. So you're going to be pretty much our best way of knowing if it actually did anything. Man, that's crazy that you said that. I forgot about the cone in GTA 3. I know this looked familiar, and now I remember seeing that. That's so crazy. You know what? The first ever Grand Theft Auto Easter egg or whatever I ever saw was Mittens in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. When you're at the golf course, you can see on the side of the building, it basically, lights shine at a certain moment, making up a giant, giant dick. Have you ever seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen that one, yeah.
And it sounds, kind of like just a troll or whatever, but at the same time, that's still a really well hidden Easter egg. So the first time I saw it, I was like, what the hell? What else did Rockstar hide in the game? Alright, they're saying didn't hear it. So it sounds crazy, but that's legitimately the first ever Rockstar Easter egg that I found. And even though it's a bit of a troll, it still kind of got me thinking. Here we go, another shot here, guys. Not hearing anything. Might have to do it at a different time or something like that.
Yeah, when I actually got it to play, I wasn't recording, so I had to, hit the Xbox button and catch the recording. But that door that you go in during the heist, that garage door you guys go through, you can actually hear chicken sounds on the inside. So I was standing there for a couple hours trying to get the recording and make sure the audio was good and everything like that. And I ran around the corner towards the statue, and like clear as day you could hear a rooster. I don't know if it's time activated or not, and I didn't really see anybody talk about this. And I was in the we have a club on Xbox, actually Danny started it, and people post their clips and stuff there, and somebody posted a clip, they shot it, and right after the rooster sound played, and I thought it was really ironic that it played right after he shot the pylon, and mine just activated randomly. So it's interesting nonetheless. It's probably time activated, I'm not exactly sure, but if you guys do come here and hang out for a while, you will hear a rooster sound that's clear as day.
Definitely got to check that out. We'll make sure to do that on an upcoming live stream, guys. What does this one say? Clucking Bell Farms, quality poultry products, staff only parking. This kind of stood out to me just because you have the same exact statue shown off here on the building. Unfortunately, this one does not have the cone on the head, so really can't draw a connection. A lot of people join up. Really appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us. For everybody just now joining up, this is our Trippy Underground live stream. Of course, I'm RJ. We have Mittens join up. My name is Mittens on YouTube. If you guys want to subscribe to him, he has some extremely good Chiliad Mystery content, and he just now switched over. He was on the Xbox One with us, and he's switching over to the PC version. So definitely make sure to check him out, as he'll have some new PC edition Chiliad Mystery videos coming at you guys soon. Shout out to Antoine Jackson, Mikal Black. Hopefully all you guys are doing good. I know it's December, so it's probably freezing for most of you guys. So how's the weather over there right now, Mittens? Is it snowing?
We got some snow today. It was a little sprinkle, Still waiting for it, but it's definitely getting cold. And I just wanted to add in before I forget, Will Warren in the chat there. He's the one who posted that clip that I'm talking about. So.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been confirmed, guys. You've heard it here first, but it's definitely getting cold out, Trippy. I'm gonna have my mittens on and be cozying up to the nice little fireplace, watching some Chiliad videos this holiday.
Yeah, once again, Mittens, usually a big part of the community, as he likes to join in for the live streams. So you guys will probably catch him in the live streams. Definitely make sure to show him love. And as I mentioned, guys, he's extremely knowledgeable. That's the one thing that I really look for. Are the people that have played all of the Grand Theft Auto games, and they have that knowledge. Because let's face it, nowadays most people haven't played most Grand Theft Auto games. In fact, most people I talk to have only played Grand Theft Auto 5. But that's cool. That's completely okay. Obviously, when it comes to the Chiliad Mystery, it's good to have that knowledge, and that's certainly something that Mittens has. Now, we talked about GTA Vice City a little bit. We even talked about Grand Theft Auto 3. So let's go to San Andreas. You know, that game certainly has a lot to talk about. I remember first collecting the jetpack. You know, that's a mission. That's not something you unlock. That's actually something that's legitimately in the game that you have to get to beat everything. What about the whole Bigfoot mystery? Did you ever hear about that back in the day?
Yeah, I saw some of it on YouTube, and I was pretty young at the time, so I wasn't really sure what to think of it. But I spent a couple hours in the woods looking for a Bigfoot, and I mean it's crazy how far the games have come. But there's a lot of Easter eggs in that game, and you guys definitely got to educate yourselves. I mean, the mystery is hard work, and nobody likes doing hard work, but if you go back and kind of play some of the older games with the Chiliad Mystery in mind, you'll notice a lot of things that you probably wouldn't have noticed the first time you played through. But as far as Bigfoot goes, I mean, Rockstar devs have been quoted saying, "There's no Bigfoot in the woods, but there's something out there." So
yeah,
they're always leaving that suspense.
Shout out to Mysterious Developer X, asking us if we've checked out some of the underwater cargo ships. We'll check that out in an upcoming live stream. I do actually have to check out a few things underwater. I want to do that via live stream, so make sure to stay tuned for that, guys. Shout out to Sean Pastor. Really appreciate you hanging out with us, Sean. Dutchton? Dutchton, hopefully I got your name right. You said that it was pretty good weather there where you're at. Next thing I wanted to ask you about, Mittens, I've really been on to the whole eclipse theory lately, and I really think that the eclipse not only is signified there at the Altruist camp, really with the Chiliad Mystery as a whole, but I do think it's something that's kind of hidden in the game. Do you have any opinion when it comes to a possible eclipse here in Grand Theft Auto 5?
Well, we were just speaking about San Andreas, and one of the big Easter eggs in San Andreas is when you shoot the moon, it would change sizes.
Yeah.
And then they kind of, incorporate a lunar eclipse into the game, and there was a big find with the Eye in the Sky mission, where you do the Eye in the Sky mission, and if you wait a certain amount of time and you look up in the sky, it's an eclipse. So I think the moon is really good, and the people who come up with the moon cycle charts and can kind of pinpoint like what day in the year it is in the game, like hats off to them. I would never be able to do that. So I think they've implemented it for a reason. I think as far as like realism goes, that's kind of pushing the limit. I mean, how many people here, let's be honest, know like when a lunar eclipse is going to happen? I certainly don't. No. So there definitely could be more to that, and it's good to test everything. So I think the moon is probably one of those things that gets surpassed.
Crambox the Great asking where the best place is to share theories. You can always put a comment here. I mean, you don't want to do it too long. You want to make it so it's something I can read out loud during the live stream. You could always hit myself on Twitter. Of course, Mittens is on Twitter himself as well. So you guys are always free to hit him up. And, if it's a good theory, we're more than happy to talk about them, not only in an episode, but we can discuss them with you guys. Obviously, you got to do whatever it takes to solve the Chiliad Mystery. We're all in this together, so definitely hit us up on Twitter with your theories. We also have a Discord, so however you can get it out there, because we will certainly let you guys know what we think of the theory and if it's legit or not, because everything is relevant at this point. Shout out to Vanye Mishinov. One thing I do have to show off here, I don't know if you've seen this. Did you ever see the smoke trail here that's on this road, off the interstate? Did you get a chance to check this out yet, Mittens?
Yeah, I saw your video on it. I haven't personally checked it out in game, but when I saw the video, I was just sitting there like scratching my head. Like, it's crazy how you guys find these like amazing things that like I would have never found, and that's what makes like the community so awesome. Is we wouldn't nearly be as far as we are today if it wasn't for everybody. But I'm honestly mind-boggled. I have no idea what that could possibly be. I know Danny did a video about underground tunnels, in Los Angeles, and he really went into depth with that video, and I really like it because it references the real world.
Hell yeah.
Not too far from here is the sawmill plant, I believe, and he was suspicious about the sawmill plant, thinking it's just a front for an underground tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there could possibly be like a exhaust or something, like an air pipe nearby, where it's somehow
Ooh,
exhausting
that would make
smoke
sense.
or air.
Yeah, this is one of those unexplained kind of things. Again, you have myself and Mittens. We have played a ton of Grand Theft Auto games here, guys. So we're not joking when we say, hey, this is unlike other things found in GTA games. It's usually pretty obvious when you see smoke. You don't normally have random smoke going in a spiral, and there's basically a whole trail of this, guys. I mean, if you look at the smoke coming out of the exhaust of the ATVs and the dirt bikes over here, they don't go in a spiral motion. This is something, and I know it's probably hard for you guys to see because it's nighttime right now. Not exactly the most obvious thing in the world, but if you guys have Grand Theft Auto 5, go to this point in the map and go up this trail. You'll find something unlike anything else in the game. You'll have a spiraling smoke presence here, and it's kind of unexplained. I've never seen anything like it. I've seen other kind of phantom smoke in the game, but usually it's kind of explainable, and it does not go in a spiral pattern like that. It's just amazing how it's just totally unexplainable. I thought that the theory you just kind of threw out there, I feel like that's kind of genius. I totally agree with Music Vidiot's video you're talking about there with the underground tunnels, the sawmill that you mentioned. That correlates to the real world where that sawmill was indeed a front. So perhaps the trails, maybe even leading to Fort Zancudo, they're leading, with an exhaust. I know that's kind of deep and probably not the truth here, but it's not, definitely something to throw out there. Definitely a genius theory. I don't know what else to think about those smoke. Have you seen anything else like that in any other GTA game in your time, Mittens?
Not that I can think of, to be honest with you. I mean, I've seen some pretty interesting things in my time, and usually they're just, some type of bug or glitch, but this looks intentional. I mean, Rockstar's always updating the game, and when they find something, or we find something that is not supposed to be there, they usually take it out. So I mean, in the next couple of weeks, if it's gone, we have an answer. If it's still there, I mean, it's up for debate what that could possibly be.
Yeah. Trippy Survivor Blade. Awesome. That's so sick. Also, shout out to DJ. Oh, man. There it is. DJ Trippy Hunter. A lot of people in the stream, so it's moving kind of quick. Definitely awesome with the Trippy Survivor Blade. You are a true legend. Trippy Drew. Seeing your comments. Very funny. I like the bong comment with the smoke. That one makes sense. That's a good one there. So another comment that I got a ton with showing off that smoke trail, Mittens, is people were saying that, in the desert regions of California, it's kind of common to have gnats. Do you think there's any chance that smoke is representing bugs or some sort of gnats?
That's a really good comment. Kudos to whoever thought of that. Let me say that first, because that completely surpassed me. But I would like to say no, simply because, like, if you go into the woods at nighttime, you can clearly see fireflies and stuff like that, like landing on the plants and stuff, and it's pretty distinctive that it's a firefly. So I would like to think that it's not, just because it would be so much cooler if it isn't. But if we could find, like, more of these smoke trails across the map, that might, prove that theory that it could possibly be just gnats.
If you guys can find any of the smoke trails like that, please let me know. This is something that I came across randomly myself. I was shocked that nobody else had told me about it. When I uploaded the video, there were a few people that, said they've come across it. It's like, why didn't you tell me, damn it? And there was one other channel on YouTube that actually did post. They weren't a Chiliad Mystery channel or anything, but they did post the find themselves. It was like a year before. So I'd never heard about it before. It was definitely shocking to me. And like we've said, it's still pretty much unexplained. I'm going to head back to Trevor's house over here. Hasa de Crazy Ass Trevor. Appreciate all of you guys joining up for the live stream as we finish out the trippy underground live stream. So besides the cracked egg theory that you're working on, do you got any other big projects that you have coming at us in the future, Mins?
Well, once we get the Beast Machine that you've been calling it hooked
Yeah.
up, we'll be doing a Trippy's convinced me to do some YouTube streams, so I was thinking
Yes.
about recording it, but it'd be much more fun if we did a live stream, and I have to play through the game again. So I'm thinking of doing like a certain style of playthrough. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm always up for suggestions, and I'm that guy that will sit there for 6, 7 hours at a time and try what you guys want. So if there's some type of playthrough that you're interested in or think could solve the mystery, I would be open to the idea of doing that.
Shout out to Will Warren doing a great job modding. We greatly appreciate it, Will Warren. Really appreciate you modding for us, as we need it. You know how it is this hour of the night. We got a bunch of people a little bit frisky, maybe a little squirrely. Vampire 666. All right, interesting name. Epic Sniper Destroyer. That's a good one. And Will Warren did put a link to the Discord. If you guys want to join up with the Trippy Discord, definitely be part of the conversation. And as we said, make sure to subscribe to Mittens. For all of you guys watching post live stream, we really, really appreciate it all. I'll have a link in the description there to Mittens' channel. Also, guys, one thing that YouTube changed up is, now you have to kind of double subscribe for whatever reason. It's pretty stupid. But just keep in mind, if you are subscribed, to hit the bell as well, because that's actually how you get notified when we have new videos out. So make sure to do that with myself here at Trippy Commentaries, as well as Mittens. When you get a chance, you have to now double subscribe. So that's great. And then also hit the like button, and drop a comment. All that good stuff. It really helps out the channel grow, and that means a lot to us, guys. And thanks so much for being part of the live stream. It's epic to have the Trippy Underground here, guys. Keep in mind, everybody who's in here right now is definitely part of the Trippy Underground. Subi Kicks. Nice. I play on PC. So here we are. Mittens, the alien hippie camp. The legendary alien hippie camp. We got the WOW signal. We got plenty of different symbols showing that there's a UFO directly above us right now. It's kind of cool how you have this arrow pointing towards the dot where the UFO can be found. And even a recreation of Earth right here. Maybe we need to kind of take a closer look at that. Anything on your mind when it comes to the alien hippie camp? For me, this is one of those locations where, every time you come here, it seems like you can notice something new.
Yeah, man, there's so much going on in such a small area here, and the best part about it is it's wide open. There's no buildings, there's no cars blocking you. You can kind of just come up here peacefully and look around. And like you said, we have the WOW signal, we have a picture of Earth, we have pictures of ET faces, stars, all things that are like really important to the mystery. We have that tree there that has the Christmas lights on it. And you can actually find a similar tree at the FIB building, in between the IAA and FIB building. But those crazy symbols have always puzzled me, and recently I've been thinking that it represents the planets, the solar system, and kind of like what an eclipse is and things like that. But I've spent my fair share of time here trying to figure things out, and like you said, you always find something new when you come over here.
Damn, that's definitely a genius comment there. I have to agree. When it comes to the solar system, different planets, of course, Uranus being pointed out a ton in this game. We know about the observatory. Maybe that's a direct link between the observatory and the alien hippie camp. For all that's been said about how this mural here is the same exact mural that's found on the top of Mount Chiliad. You can see here on the sides these little ridges there on top of the Chiliad mural as well. You got the power lines on top, completely spammed around. Those are representing the lightning bolts. So it links up to the Chiliad mural, and with all of these symbols kind of pointing towards astrology and the universe as well. That's a genius comment. And we are in the shadow of Mount Chiliad. Man, there's so much that can be said about this place. Reading the comments as well. Ton of people leaving pretty genius comments themselves. Grazing Ginger. Nice name. Where the arrows are on the ground are the spots that are not blue the same island spots? Shoot them with the sniper. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Fearless Force still joining up. Another member of the Trippy Underground. Rusty, what's going on, Rusty? Good to see you in here. Once again, guys, we really appreciate My Name is Mittens for stopping by. I can tell you for damn sure, guys, Mittens is trippified. Oh, Minkster joining up. Good to see you in here, Minkster. Everybody. What do you think, Mittens? It's been a pretty sick live stream, man. Had a lot of fun. Anything else on your mind, man?
Oh man, I could talk for days. Don't ask me that.
I know.
But I had a lot of fun, and I'm always interested when you guys come in here, and it's crazy to see all the comments and everyone's like different perspective, which is stressed a lot in the game. And I just have a really fun time, hanging out and talking about the Chiliad Mystery, because there's not that many people that you can talk about the Chiliad Mystery with.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate you, having me on here, man. I had a blast.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. Definitely loved having the conversation with Mittens and reading all of your comments in the live stream, guys. You guys are epic as fuck. Mittens is totally right. A lot of us here in the stream, let's face it, we can go to our best friends and tell them about the Chiliad Mystery, and they're probably going to change the subject on us. But it's not their fault. It's just one of those things where you kind of have to play the game, be familiar with Rockstar to understand that there's an unsolved mystery here. So when it comes to the Chiliad Mystery and Grand Theft Auto 5's undiscovered Easter eggs, we're obviously all in this together. And when we do finally crack the egg and make a big discovery, we'll all pretty much know that it was kind of teamwork that got it done. Hopefully it's one of you guys in the stream that makes a massive discovery next. Let us know. Shout out to Eric T joining up. I hope you're having a good weekend, Eric. Another shout out to Will Warren doing a great job for us. Epic Sniper Destroyer, Zero Zist, Stunty Boys 925, A-Hole, Trippy Drew. Tons of you join up here in the live stream, the Trippy Underground live stream. I think we might have to have another Trippy Underground live stream next week, and I kind of like the group that's in here right now. Bunch of, epic motherfuckers, to say the least. Macau Black. For all of you guys who are watching post-live stream, hit the link in the description, hit the like button, and definitely drop a comment. It really helps us grow. Alright, what's your last word of the day, Mittens? Once again, thank you so much for joining up and enlightening us. We have to have you on again very soon.
Yeah, man, like I said, I appreciate it, and I'm always here. I'm just a message away, so that goes for everybody, too. If you guys want to talk about something, my DMs are open on Twitter. All you have to do is follow me and, message me, hey, Mittens, I want to talk about the UFO at the hippie camp, or whatever the case may be, and I'm always up for it. But it's getting frosty outside, guys, so, don't forget your mittens.
Thanks again to Mittens, guys. Make sure to show them love. Really helps us out, guys. As, the people in the community that deserve respect and the true Trippy members of the community definitely deserve some love. It's like the cops are coming after us, guys. Make sure to have a great weekend. Stay tuned. We'll have some more live streams and videos coming at you this week. So enjoy your Sunday until then. I'm RJ for Mittens, Will Warren, Trippy Drew, Brian Perkins, Jared Clutterbuck, Trippy Survivor Blade, Antoine Jackson, and all of you guys. As always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.
got to be independent of them liquor companies. Oh, shit!